What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a sketch illustration of a hippopotamus. Now you want to begin today's lesson by blocking out the basic shapes using this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So we're going to start from the very top. It's going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now along the bottom in the center, we're going to draw another line going across from left to right. So we'll start with the left side and then just stretch that out towards the right. Now you use these two lines to help us create a circle along the center of our page for the muzzle. From the center point, let's move up. I'm going to mark off the top. Now you want to measure that same distance from the center down towards the bottom. And then we'll repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left and then the right. Now you want to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So let's start with the top left. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement along the bottom center of our page. I'm just going to go back and just smooth this out. Now from the side of our circle, let's sketch another line going up towards the top on either side. And then from the top of our circle, we want to move all the way up towards the top. It's going to draw a straight line going all the way across from left to right. And we're going to place the eyes along this line. From that center point along the inside, we're going to sketch a small circle for the eye, going all the way around. And let's line that up on the right. Let's go back to the outside of the eye. We're going to draw a larger oval. We're going to go up towards the top, round this out, come down, and then back out. Now I just want to line up the top over on the right and do the same thing. Coming down and then out. From the top of our ovals, let's add a curve. We're going to go up in the middle and then bend that back down. Let's add another curve. We're going to start from the outside of this line. We're going to go up towards the top, go across, and then down. Let's add one more curve for the back. On top on the left, we're going to go up in the middle, and then back down. Let's place the ears along the side. On the left, draw a straight angle line going up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Now I want to create a leaf shape. From the tip, come down and then back in. From the top, go in and then down. I just want to repeat that on the right side. From the outside of the eye, let's curve the cheeks. We're going to go out, around, and then in towards the side of the muzzle. Now I want to layer the body in behind the head, coming down in towards the water. So we'll start on the side of the head. Just going to bend this out and then down toward that bottom line. And then do the exact same thing on the right. Let's add in the nostrils. We're going to leave a gap in the center, step over toward the left, sketch a line coming down, take that same distance from the center over towards the right. Now halfway down this line, I'm just going to curve the nostril, going around, down, and then back in, and then we'll line that up on the right side. Now that we've laid out the basic proportions, I want to go back and clean up our drawing by erasing some of these guidelines. Now that we have our clean, rough sketch, we're going to go back and add a second level of detail. Let's start by adding a fold inside the brow. We're going to start from the inside of the eye, curve this down and up along the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right, coming down and then up. We're going to add a fold from the inside, coming down and in, round this out, and go back out towards the outside of the muzzle. Let's go underneath the eye, fold this in and then down. Now along the top, I'm just going to draw a curve coming down and up across the top of the muzzle, in between the nostrils. Now it's going to flatten off the bottom of the muzzle. So I'm going to take out that bottom curve and go back up. Let's erase the bottom of the muzzle. And now I'm going to go back and start layering in some more detail. We're going to start with the inside of the eye. From the eye, we're going to start adding some folds, going around and then down towards that fold on the inside. And just pull that down towards the tear duct along the inside of the eye. And we're just going to mirror this over on the right. So what we do on the left, we do the same thing on the right side. Let's add some more folds. Gonna add a fold across the top of the nose, and then just add those wrinkles in between. I'm just adding some wrinkles across the top of the body, coming down towards the waterline. Now right here, it's going to curve the bottom of the body on the outside, coming in. So just wrapping the water around the body, and a few little waves around the outside. Now from here, it's going to add some water dripping down from the tip of the muzzle. In towards the water. Add a few little ripples on the outside. I just want to add a little bit more shape to the ears and also fold along the inside. So just blending the ear towards the side of the head along the top and add that fold across the bottom. I want to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add our shadows and more detail. Now once we're happy with the general proportions, I'm going to go back in and start darkening up our contrast and adding more detail. So I'm going to start with the eyes. Just going to darken up the center of the pupil and then fade that out. Now from the eye, I'm just going to work our way around the folds. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So again, just mirroring what we have on the left with the right. And we're just enhancing the water and the waves around the body. I'm just going to add in our fine details. Just adding those whiskers. Then we're just going to move to the flat edge of our pencil and add some shadows. So we start with the inside of the ears. Along the inside, I want to darken this up and then fade that out. I want to add a little bit of a highlight down the center of the head. So we're going to bring that shadow and fade that in. Also pushing in the forehead on the top and the back. I want to darken up the bottom of the muzzle and then fade that up. Now we're just going to darken up the body along the side of the muzzle and then fade that out. And I want to cast a little bit of a rough reflection of the body in towards the water. So just going to darken up some of these spots around these waves and these ripples. Also along the base of the muzzle and just fading that out. Because we're just layering in the shadow and reflection on top of each other. And now we're going to go back and just darken up our contrast and add some more detail. So we're going to start back at the ears, just darken up the inside. we're just going to go back and enhance that reflection in the water. And I'm just going to go back in one final time with some very fine details. Just adding these wrinkles and folds across the head. And now we don't have to cover the whole entire head area, just some areas inside the highlights. And we just want to give the impression of more detail. I'm just going to add a little bit more shadow to the water. And once we're done adding in the shadows, we'll be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of a hippopotamus. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. You can also check out our other channels. I'll leave the links for you in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.